I've just had the most awesome bank holiday weekend. It's probably going to take about 5 years for me to get through all the footage and actually make videos out of it. So I thought I'd just do a little quick one on the way to work, just telling you what I did, what I got up to. I spent Saturday out with KSFmotors and MyKeyVlogs, and KSFmotors took out the S1000RR, and he took out, oh yeah, the VFR. He took out the VFR. I think that he absolutely loved the S1000RR. I was very jealous while he was riding that. Very jealous. I bloody love that bike. I really want one. Unfortunately, at £2,000 for insurance, though, I'm not going to get one very soon. I'm currently very late for work. I thought it was the wrong time. Apparently, I can't read clocks. Apparently, I'm clever enough to get, like, postgraduate qualifications, but not clever enough to read clocks in the morning when I'm tired. Although I do have the excuse that yesterday I went, like, over 200 miles? It must be over 200 miles. I haven't actually worked it out. I might do that when I get to work. I won't do it in work time. I'll do it at lunch time. It's green. What the fuck is wrong with you? Fucking green. That was weird. So Smo and Badger stayed around at my house, and in the morning we were supposed to be riding up to Brands Hatch to meet with a load of people who we were told were then going to go to Brighton and then Beachy Head. That's what we were told. So we arranged for Ollie333 and ParisianZee to meet us in Brighton, and Weem was going to come along the way somewhere and meet us. So then eventually we did get to Brands Hatch, and everyone had actually waited for us. It was brilliant of them. But then we were told it wasn't the route that we were told it was, and it meant that Smo and Badger were going to be late for their ferry back home, and we wouldn't get to meet up with the people that we'd arranged to meet in Brighton, who were actually coming quite far away to meet us in Brighton. So in the end we had to make the decision and just go to Brighton from Brands. So it was lovely meeting KrazyMook, and I met Blah as well. Very briefly met up with Finnoctane. Very briefly. He was sitting with ParisianZee and Ollie333, and then when we arrived he abruptly left. I've got to do something about this smell that follows me around. I don't know what causes it. No idea what causes this smell, but I've got to do something about it. But the actual riding part of the day was brilliant, because we spent like pretty much all day on the bikes. A little bit of time sitting in the sunshine at Brighton, which was nice. Fucking boiling hot, and I got sunburnt. But all in all, a fucking fun day on the bike. Getting around all the traffic on the way into Brighton with Weem and Smo was absolutely brilliant, absolutely fun. Although you do get that for a few days afterwards, that feeling of, oh shit, I hope I don't get any speeding tickets that come in my way soon. Nah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I didn't pull any wheelies, so I'm not going to get banned, am I? On the way home from Brighton, we also met up with... I don't know how much battery my camera's got either, because I used up 2 batteries. So I didn't actually get any footage of me with Spicy. None at all. Oh well. I think he did. I've got a really sunburnt face as well. He must think that I've got a really red face. It's not always like this. I'm not always a beetroot colour. So these camera batteries last like 2.5 hours. And I used 2 of them up. And I didn't even have it on the whole time we were riding. So we must have ridden more than 5 hours in total. Which is crazy. Crazy! And it just goes to show how bloody comfortable this bike is. All that riding yesterday, and yes, my bum got a little bit fatigued, but it would get fatigued even in the comfiest car, wouldn't it? You can't spend over 5 hours in the same position and not get fatigued. My wrists felt a little bit dodgy yesterday, but today they're absolutely fine. So I obviously don't put that much weight on them, because after 5 hours I think you would know that you were putting weight on them, wouldn't you? They don't feel that bad. And my leathers weren't that uncomfortable either. I did spend all day in them. Oh, sweaty Betty! Oh, sweaty Betty! Although, on the plus side, I think the sunburn has actually got rid of my cold. Possibly. I don't have a runny nose today for the first time in 2 weeks. So that's pretty good. Oh my, seriously? Come on! I don't know why we're going so slowly along this hill today. Who's in front? Oh my god, it is like a little shitty Citroen C1. What a surprise! What a surprise! It's just a ridiculous car. Do they even have an engine, or do they just work on wizardry? Maybe they're like wind powered. They just get blown along. So whatever direction the wind's going in, they just get blown along. Is that why they've got the stupidly high back on them? I'll stop ranting about Citroen C1s now. I'm sorry if you have one, but they are ridiculous. So there's one more weekend until the track day. It's not really a track day, it's an airfield riding day. But to me it's a track day. I'm going to class it as a track day. One more week. I've got to do an oil change. Well, I don't know whether I'm going to do an oil change. I might do an oil change after it. I don't really think my bike really needs anything doing to it before the track day, to be completely honest. Oh, it's not a Citroen C1. It was a Suzuki. A Suzuki Splash. What the fuck is one of them? Jesus Christ. Although it is of the same ilk, it's still got... Oh my Jesus. It's still got the stupidly high back, hasn't it? Has he gone over to the side from me? I don't know. He probably doesn't even know I'm there, but... whatever. Oh, I do need earplugs as well, because my ears were buzzing yesterday after our big ride out. Buzzing! Like I had bees in them. So recommend me some earplugs, please. It's a perfect day. Na 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 na. Blah 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 blah. Ride your bike.